Vipi, welcome back to another video. In this one we are discussing fridge guards. I'll just be taking you guys through this Sollatek fridge guard that I've been using for over 3-4 years now, and we'll just be discussing how exactly they work, as well as the difference between a fridge guard and a TV guard. So by the end of this video you will be very knowledgeable when it comes to fridge guards. So without wasting any more time, let us begin. What exactly does a fridge guard do? Well, the fridge guard protects your appliance by disconnecting the power when it goes below an unacceptable level. Fridges are quite prone to becoming damaged, especially the compressor of the fridge, if they're exposed to fluctuations in the power supply as well as under voltage. The fridge guard basically just disconnects the electricity until that time that it senses there is now continuous supply of electricity such that the appliance cannot get damaged. So if the lights were to go off, this one it will not keep your fridge on. It doesn't hold any power. All it does is just disconnect your fridge, and it protects it if the power goes below or above a certain level. So it does both. It protects the fridge from power surges as well as it protects the fridge from under voltage. Another thing that the fridge guard does, it also disconnects the fridge if there is fluctuation in the power. Sometimes you have a case where the power is going on and off all the time. The fridge guard, it has a delay. This specific fridge guard from Sollatek, it has a 3-minute delay. So what it does is it just waits for 3 minutes to see if the power supply is stable, and then once that 3 minutes are over, it will restore power supply to the fridge. Now that 3-minute function is also paired with another function that they call the Isense function. So that Isense function, which is written over here, basically you can determine how sensitive you want your fridge guard to be when it comes to the fluctuations that it's monitoring. Currently I've set it at high. Basically what high means is that the fridge guard just allows for a very small variation in the variance of the voltage. If you live in an area that the power supply is usually consistent, like mine, it hardly ever fluctuates, then you can just put a high tolerance. So if there is any slight fluctuation, then the fridge guard will definitely react. Now if you put the low setting just widens the variance, or it widens the range that the fridge guard will allow in terms of fluctuation of the voltage. So this is mostly for people who live in places where you frequently have now those power fluctuations. You don't want the fridge guard always going on and off, so you just allow for that wider range of the change in voltage so that the fridge guard doesn't keep going on and off. Aside from the Isense function, this fridge guard also comes with a time save function. Let's say the power goes off for quite some time, let's say 15 minutes. You don't want to wait another 3 minutes for the fridge guard to monitor the voltage, and then after 3 minutes is when the power will come on. So this fridge guard has a time saving function that just monitors and sees if the power outage was longer than 10 minutes, then it won't wait for those 3 minutes to kick back in, because now it will assume that the power issue has been resolved. So it will just come on in a shorter period of time, like 30 seconds as opposed to 3 minutes. So the 3 minutes is for when you have frequent fluctuations, and then if it just sees that the power is off for, let's say, 30 minutes or a whole day, it will just kick in after 30 seconds once the power goes on. Aside from that, now the other functions of the fridge guard, it just has these 3 lights over here. So let me just turn it off so that you see. So if it's off, I'm sure you guys saw that it flashed color red here. So the red just shows you if there is low voltage, and then so if I put it on, it will first start with the red. It just checks and it says initially it's low voltage, but then after that it will now come to the 3-minute delay part, just waiting to see if the power supply will be stable. And then since we turned it off for less than 10 minutes, it won't kick in 30 seconds. It will just wait for 3 minutes, because now it's assuming that maybe you're having fluctuations in the area. And then once that 3 minutes is over, the orange button now will go off and the green button will come on. So it's basically just like traffic lights, the way you have red, amber and green. You have the red here for meaning that there is low voltage, then you have the amber here just showing you that the fridge guard is just monitoring the currency and we might or might not be ready. Then green once everything is okay. So can you use a TV guard instead of a fridge guard, or a fridge guard instead of a TV guard, you know, vice versa? Now the two work quite similarly in terms of the protection they provide. They just cut off the power supply if there is a surge or there is under voltage. But now when it comes to a TV guard primarily protects TVs from a power surge, because TVs can still function when there is low voltage. Though sometimes when the bulbs are dim, most of the times the TV is still on, but the fridge goes off, because fridges need higher voltage to function. So if you get the TV guard and use it instead of a fridge guard, it won't protect your fridge from the under voltage, because it's designed for TVs and TVs can work with the low voltage. Now when it comes to the high voltage, both are similar in the sense that they will go off if there is a power surge or oversupply of the voltage. So they will both protect the appliances when it comes to the surge, but when it comes now to the under voltage, the TV guard itakusumbua if you use it with your fridge, because there won't be that protection, and vice versa. Also, if you use the fridge with your TV, the TV will always be going off and it can still function, especially during the low voltage. I think we've covered the fridge guard and the TV guard quite well, and as you can see, the 3 minutes are up, the green light has come on. So I'll just stop there for now. If you have any questions, comments, just leave them down in the description and we'll get back to them. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye for now.